world moves fast. Your workday? Even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
How old were you when you realized you were the son of a president?
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before.
FX's Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette.
I didn't think I could love someone like this until you.
From executive producer Ryan Murphy.
It's not a question of if I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's if I'm cut out to be Mrs. JFK Jr.
FX's Love Story. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Watch now on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
21 Pilots, Drag Path, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a pretty good episode for you today. We got the one and only 21 Pilots. It's honestly been, it might have been a year. It's probably been a year since I talked about 21 Pilots. They dropped a pretty horrible song. If I remember correctly, I did not like the song at all. The music video was kind of cool, but you know, man, that song was just horrible to get through. So, that's my last song talking about 21 Pilots. But other than that, you know, they've, been around. You know, you've heard 21 Pilots on the radio for a long time. And this is actually number 3 on trending for YouTube. So, you know, whatever you want to say about 21 Pilots, they're still kind of popping to this, day. Alright, this is a stop motion video. Honestly, I think the video was just making the song drag on way too long. I kept skipping parts. I was like, God damn, can we just get to the song? You know how I am, I'm just here for the music. Most of the time, I'm not really here for the music videos. If it's like a stop motion like this, I'm not really into that stuff. Now, let's get into this song. This song's called Drag Path, starting off with the instrumental. This is honestly your simple-ass, rock guitar instrumental. If you ever, went on AI and you said, hey, I need a, emo rock instrumental, this will do the job, And I say, an emo rock instrumental in the 2026 standards. As you know, rock music has changed throughout the whole entire years. Now it's just kind of, rock music these days is just more pop music. I'll just be honest with you. There's not a lot of things that really separate new rock music, and 21 Pilots is one of those type of people. They've done these type of rock songs before, so I'm not surprised.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
But I will say the instrumental is pretty basic, pretty generic. It kind of just gets the job done, in my opinion. I don't really enjoy it that much. Now let's get into the beginning verse. I think the beginning verse was overall pretty much okay. The singing vocals are pretty much fine. I just think the singing needs some switch-ups. I think when you're just doing the same vocal style throughout the whole entire verse, it gets a little old. I want some switch-ups, whether it's a vocal switch-up, whether it's, having background vocals, whether it's, switching up the instrumental. Let's just do something a little bit more different to just keep the song sounding fresh. Because this song already has the problem of dragging on way too long. I'd say overall the beginning verse and the second verse, I will sadly have to say, just kind of falls in the category of being a little boring, kind of keeping the same vocal style and the same flow for the whole entire time. There is a little bit of a switch up for the final rendition of the hook, which we will get into, but the two verses really have nothing to them. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I really try to give it a chance. The singing is alright, it gets the job done, but it's really nothing I honestly enjoy. That's my big problem with 21 Pilots' music, is that these guys just sound so basic most of the time, so generic, so boring. I've heard this song countless times over and over again on the radio. It just doesn't make any sense why, you would put out a song that's just this sounding, this boring, generic sounding, in my opinion. So, instrumental is not really up to par with me. I think it needs to be a lot better. I think when you're just doing the same guitar loop, alright, and I've said this a lot this year, and I guess I'm going to be saying it even more, but when you do the same generic ass guitar loop for the whole entire 4-minute song. Think about that. This is like a Drake song. Drake does these 4 or 5 minute songs, but what does Drake do once we're on the 3-minute mark? There's a beat switch, there's a vocal switch up, there's a flow switch, there's something to keep you in tune, there's something to keep you entertained throughout the whole entire 4 or 5 minutes of the song. When it's just the basic ass guitar loop, what the fuck are we doing? This shit sounds ass, this shit sounds boring, alright? This shit sounds like I've heard the same ass guitar loop for like hundreds of songs at this point, and I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of songs, and it just blows my mind how I'm still complaining about this to this day. So I'm just going to be honest with you, the verses are really nothing, and then, we're going to get into it, but, you got a really basic-ass instrumental, you got some basic-ass couple of verses here, what's to end it off with? And that's when we have to talk about the goddamn hook. I really tried my best. I tried to sit down and really enjoy this hook, try to really listen to it, have a good time with it, but once again, I remember I listened to a song by Linkin Park. Linkin Park dropped a new song, and
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
it was like last year, so it's not really new now. It's actually old as fuck. So last year there was a Linkin Park song I reviewed, and this hook kind of sounds similar to this one. You just basically, instead of, doing your normal singing voice, guess what you do? You scream sing. That's what you do. You scream sing. That's all you fucking do. And that is what the hook is. It is just scream singing. It's, basic as hell. Doesn't really sound that good. And I'll be honest with you, the stacked layer vocals on the hook don't really bring anything out of me. Don't make me actually enjoy the song. It actually makes me not enjoy the song that much. I'm just going to be honest with you. So, I'll just be real, guys. I try to give the hook a fair shot. I try to give it a fair shot, but I can't give it a fair shot. It doesn't sound that good. It sounds boring as hell, and just didn't really have a good time with it. So overall, when we talk about 21 Pilots, Drag Path, instrumental is pretty basic in my opinion. Not really good. The couple of verses are not sounding good either, and the hook, it's so boring. It's so boring, I just can't get into it. So, yeah, overall, I'm just going to have to give this song an easy 5 out of 10. It's been 5 out of 10s for like 3 songs by now, so I guess we're, this week we're feeling kind of 5 out of 10. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Let me know, guys. Did y'all love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And thank y'all so much for listening to this podcast episode. It means a lot to me. I got to thank y'all again for doing 11,000 plays on this season. It's kind of fucking crazy. So I really do appreciate that. We got more coverage coming up. We got some more Baby King reviews coming up. And we got some other stuff that I want to review. We got a ton of album reviews to do. I'm kind of getting behind on that, but I'm going to work on getting those out. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them. Plus, time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teenaccounts.
Bye.